Hey there, what's up? Welcome to PixelHangover.com. Ryan here with you. It's a big week for gaming. It's one of the biggest, I'd say biggest release week in the second half of 2013 so far with Splinter Cell Blacklist. We have Saints Row 4 and I think XCOM Declassified. So Splinter Cell, quite a interesting history in this current generation. This is the newest one called Blacklist. Took a long time to come out. And I gotta say, I'm really enjoying it so far. There's Spies versus Mercs right there. Is back in. I really like this menu. Missions pop up, and this is footage from earlier when I was earlier in the game. But so far I'm really liking it. It also shows you have friends online, what they're doing. It's got a real detailed challenge system, daily as you can see there, weekly, and they all earn you money, which you can of course use to upgrade your equipment, weapons, so forth and whatnot. So I was one of the few that actually enjoyed Conviction for what it was worth. Was it a typical Splinter Cell game? No, but I really enjoyed the co-op part of it. That's back in here. There is a co-op section. I think there's 14 missions there. There's also plenty of locations. I think they boast 33 locations for single player, and obviously the return of Spies versus Mechs, which is as good as it ever was. So there's a lot to this package, and it's one of those games that, we're getting close to the next gen. We're getting close to some big games. Wink, wink. You know which one I'm talking about. September 17th. And, what else can this generation squeeze out? So, I'd say, from what I've played of this game so far, it lives up to maybe not the best Splinter Cell ever, but boy, it's fun. It really is fun being Sam Fisher. He's younger. It's got an interesting story. I mean, it's kind of the same thing over and over, but it's presented well. I love this area right here a lot. You can click Y, you get ShadowNet, very similar to what they do on Prototype. That kind of Prototype 2 has a very similar system. A lot of challenges and so forth amongst you and your friends. And just checking out the menu here so you can see. It's all really slick. It works real well. But yeah, we probably put up some Spies versus Mechs later on. But it's one of those multiplayers that, it's not really fun watching someone who doesn't quite know what they're doing yet. So let us perfect it a little bit in case you were just curious. But it's good, I can tell you that much. Alright, so what we'll probably do is we'll check out, I think this is one earlier mission. Not the first mission, but the first one kind of drops you in to the game. And it kind of gives you a little quick tutorial, but that works pretty well. And so here we go. You got your money at the top that you earn. It's got a really cool system at the end. It ranks you and grades you about how well you do. And I skipped forward here. That was not how this mission starts, by the way. But I just wanted to show you some action sequences, some stealth. Other times where stealth did not work. It does have the execute, I should say, option from Conviction. So those that didn't like that, well, I'm sorry to tell you it's back in. I kind of enjoy it. It doesn't bother me at all. The game plays real well. You can get to cover real easy. It's got some really slick animations in that respect. That was an execute right there. So how that works is based on takedowns. I think you have to actually take them down with your hands. You build up your execute meter over there to the right, and once it's full, it tells you how many, or you can keep going until you can get to the point where you can maximize how many kills you can do. Your right bumper on the 360 anyways, mark targets, and then if they're red, that means they're in view and within range. Hit the execute and it'll actually kill them for you, which, it does take some skill to get into, position and so forth. But a lot of Splinter Cell, purists don't like that. Of course, you do not have to use it. It's just there. But that was me marking two of them. They're going to be white until I can execute them and they're in range. And I cannot execute right now. But as I move forward here and kill this guy, all your favorite gadgets are back. So rest assured with that. We're going to see if I can pull this guy and get him out of the way. See, it kind of gives you the option quite a way. And I figured right here is a good place for a human shield because you got some other guys right in front of us here. And he did not notice, which is really cool. And that guy didn't notice either, which is interesting. Same old thing, shoot out lights, use stealth. You can be very stealthy in a game. I am not the best Splinter Cell player. I enjoy them, and I really like what they do, and they're unique, but I tend to not be the one that replays missions over and over to get the perfect score. So I will be playing through the co-op missions with my buddy Mr. The Edge, and he will definitely be the type that you want to watch if you want someone to go through it multiple times and perfect the levels. He's been doing it since the demo on the Xbox of Splinter Cell 1, which we played for hours on end. So I guess that's probably why, you know, Splinter Cell always brings back memories. But this is a really slick version of it. This is a real fun. It looks good. Should tell you that on the 360 there's a texture pack. Took about 25 minutes to install, so that's something to keep in mind. Gonna need some space and some time to get going if you want to install that. But I think it turned out pretty well. It looks really good. It looks better than Conviction, which didn't have an install. I assume there's also an install on the PS3, and of course, if you got PC, it all installs. But that'll definitely be the version for those of you that like the lookers. It controls by far the best out of any Splinter Cell. I will say that you sometimes do get stuck on some things. It's not, which it's kind of bound to happen. I mean, even like Assassin's Creed or something, you get stuck on ledges, edges, whatnot. Enemies are smart enough to realize, okay, the light turned off. There's something down here, and this is when you can really use the dark to your advantage. I've had, I don't know if it's in this footage, but someone actually walked by. I mean, literally just not see. And this is, I guess, a good case of it. He actually saw me at the last second. There's a bloody version. You can actually decide if you want your takedowns like that to be lethal or non-lethal. It does say that enemies can be revived if they were taken down with non-lethal, but everybody likes a challenge. It's one of those games that you can kind of create your own challenge, how you want to play it. So you get a little bit of stealth action here, shooting out the lights, figuring out what to do, and then later on we'll show kind of a getaway sequence, trying to get away. And we're going to go ahead and end it on basically doing a wrestling move from the top of the rope onto a dog. So I'm pretty sure that most video games need to end that way, or at least videos of video games need to end that way. So enjoy some classic Splinter Cell action. We will bring you some Spies versus Mercs and some of the co-op as we get to it and master it, or at least pretend that we master it. So we thank you for checking things out. Also check out some Saints Row stuff that's being put up. Saints Row 4, it's a crazy game. And the season's just begun, so stick around. We really appreciate you being here, and we look forward to hearing from you if you're playing the game, on what system, how's it running, all that kind of stuff, as we always do. Thanks for checking things out, and have a great day.
Enemy transport dropping hostiles, at least a dozen.
Moving now. I'll cover your exit.
Pull the blueprint on the police station. It's not good. Local militia took it over and fortified it.
Coben's our only shot at who's back in the Blacklist. We're not leaving here without him. Briggs, you copy?
You keep moving, I'll draw their fire.
Briggs, you can't stop them all. Change position.
Affirmative. I'm moving out.
Be prepared. It's around here somewhere. Turn up.
I'm uploading a shortcut to the police station. It'll be on your OpSat.
Roger that.
Spread out and search. مش معقول.
Got him! He's there! Heads up! Frag out!
ما تموت.
هو هون!
أنا مش شايف حاجة. يلا نتحرك.
Sam, I'm seeing a high-value target. Single digits on Langley's most wanted. If you capture him, we'll arrange for pickup.
لا مش ده. في اولاد كتير بتضيع الذخيره في الشارع دلوقتي وده خلى الكلاب تنبح ايه؟ انا مش بحاول اتهرب من الكلام معاك. انا قلت لك اني مش سبب.
Doesn't feel like you're wearing a vest. HVT secured.
Local authorities are alerted.
Grim, what's the best route to Coben?
Head down towards street level.
Got it.
ماشي. انا جاي وراك.
ما اعترفني! ما اعترفني!
ذاتي وانت مستخبي هناك.
Look here.
انا جاي لك.
Nice.